वह है जो आम व्यक्तियों को, समाज को और देश को एक दिशा दिखाए, राह दिखाए और सही राह पर चलने के लिए कहे। लेकिन सद्गुरु वो होता है जो समय से पहले देश को, दुनिया को चेताए कि क्या कुछ खराब हो सकता है, उसके लिए अभी से आपको तैयारी कर लेनी चाहिए। जी हाँ, हिंदुस्तान में इस वक्त दो तरह की रैली चल रही है। एक तो आपके चहेते चैनल CNBC आवाज़ पर स्टॉक मार्केट में, और दूसरी रैली जो देश भर में सबसे ज़्यादा पॉपुलर है, रैली फॉर रिवर। और इसी पर हम बातचीत करते हैं। हमारे साथ हैं इस वक्त सद्गुरु। नमस्कारम सद्गुरु। सबसे पहले तो ये बताएं, रैली फॉर रिवर, ये आइडिया आपके दिमाग में, दिल में कैसे आया और क्या ज़रूरत पड़ी इस आइडिया की?
Right from my very early childhood, I have always been very involved with mountains, forests and rivers. When I say involved, not seeing them as a resource, not seeing them as just natural beauty, but involved in a way where I experienced forests and rivers as life larger than myself. People like you and me come and go, but rivers flowed forever. Such rivers which we thought will flow forever, now many of them are not even touching the ocean. Kaveri is not touching the ocean for 3.5 months. Krishna is not touching the ocean for almost 6 to 8 months. Narmada is not touching the ocean. Like this is happening to most of our rivers. They're depleting very seriously. I've been watching this with some concern for last 25 years. But in the last 7-8 years, it's been very serious, very, very steep. So when I started noticing this, that is when I launched what is called as Project Green Hands, and we planted over 32 million trees in the last 16 to 18 years' time. Well, it has increased Tamil Nadu's green cover a little bit. Above all, we've changed the culture brought the culture of caring for the trees. But I find this is still not a solution. I can do something, you can do something, somebody else does something. All of it is good, but it's still not a solution unless we have a clear-cut policy as to how to treat our soil and rivers in this country. Till then there is no solution. So this rally is towards driving for that policy. In this, the challenge is to get the concurrence of the states, which fortunately we have got. Never before in the last 70 years have all the states concurred on a subject like this. For the first time, the states have come to a concurrence. The next step is, because the gestation period for seeing results of this policy will be very long, 20 to 25 years, in which 4 or 5 governments might have come and gone by simple democratic process. Because of that, it is important the people of India must stand up and clearly vote right now that if the government takes a long-term policy for the well-being of this nation and the future of our children, we are with the government. This is a statement we have to make. This is our moment in history where we have to show that we are a responsible citizenry. We are not looking for freebies. We are looking for nation's well-being. This is a statement we are making by making this simple missed call, because this is a way of expressing that the governments can feel comfortable in investing in the long-term well-being. They don't have to worry and do things all within 5 years. They have to think at least 25 to 50 years ahead. Only then national well-being will be taken care of.
सद्गुरु, जो रीजंस आपने दिए परफेक्ट हैं कि क्यों रिवर्स को प्रिजर्व करने की ज़रूरत है, लेकिन क्या ये इतना आसान काम है? और दूसरा ये कि इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या है, कैसे किया जाए?
आसान तो नहीं है. I am not saying it's easy. Because it's difficult, shall we not do it?
We should.
We should do it.
Definitely.
So, if we want to do it, we need an implementable and enforceable policy. You cannot leave it in the hands of voluntary organizations. You cannot leave it in the hands of individuals. Rivers must be treated as national treasure, not as individual property. That I do what I want, you do what you want, this is not the way to do it. We have to make sure that this is national treasure and it must be taken care of accordingly. Like if you want to drive on the street, there are rules. You have to drive on the left side of the street. If you start driving on the right side of the street, at least in 10 minutes somebody will pick you up and there will be a penalty for you. The same must happen. How you treat the rivers, it must be enforceable law. That's what we are looking at. Without making a policy and a law like this, leaving it in the hands of people doing what they feel like, we will not have rivers for a very long time. Is it easy? Is it difficult? It is complex. It is not simple. But it's doable. If we are committed to make this happen in the next 20 years or 25 years, it will happen. It is not something that if you may give a missed call, tomorrow river will come up. No, this is not an online river, this is a real river, okay? If we start working now in the next 15 to 25 years, we will definitely see the rise of river flows for sure.
So सदगुरु, आप क्या सोचते हैं, क्या ऐसा सॉल्यूशन होगा जो पब्लिक को भी एक्सेप्ट हो, सरकार भी सोचे कि ठीक है, चाहे वो सेंट्रल की सरकार हो चाहे स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स हो, उन सबको एक्सेप्ट करने वाला ऐसा क्या फॉर्मूला हो सकता है, आप क्या सोचते हैं?
Right now the policy is addressing all the stakeholders. When I say all the stakeholders, the first stakeholder is the river. River must benefit. The important thing is the river waters must rise. The next thing is all the life that river supports. That must benefit. That will anyway benefit if the waters rise. The next thing is the farmer must benefit. The next thing is the larger public of the nation should benefit. The next thing is the local administrations and the state and central administration should benefit through taxes and other means. So this is a policy which is considering the well-being of all the five stakeholders. Now, if all the five stakeholders are not taken care of, whether it is in the marketplace or in marriage, unless both the parties benefit, it is not sustainable. So this is essentially an economic plan with significant ecological impact.
मैं किसानों के एंगल से आपको पूछना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि सबसे ज़्यादा रिवर फ्रंट के आसपास अगर एग्रीकल्चर करते हैं तो वही करते हैं, उन्हीं की ज़मीन है। इस वक्त हिंदुस्तान में अगर आपको एक हाईवे बनाना हो तो बड़ा मुश्किल काम है कि किसी से ज़मीन लेना, कोर्ट के स्टे ऑर्डर आ जाते हैं, तो फिर किसान आसानी से अपनी ज़मीन को देकर दूसरी जगह शिफ्ट होंगे या वहीं पर कुछ करने देंगे, ये कैसे होगा?
There is no need to shift anybody anywhere. 25% of the land through which the rivers flow in this country are still in the government hands. We are determined to turn that into forests, and that will happen for sure. The remaining 75% is in the farmers' hands. Out of that, 6 to 8% is delta lands. Leave the delta lands, they can be as they are. The rest of it, we want to shift the farmer from crop-based agriculture to tree-based agriculture. If we do this with the necessary inputs, scientific inputs and also infrastructure support of cold storages, value addition and everything, very easily you can multiply the farmer's income from anywhere between 3 to 8 times in 5 to 7 years' time. This is something we have demonstrated small scale. Now what we are looking at it is, every state we want to have a large scale demonstration. First create a very successful model which is large enough for people to see, and in Tamil Nadu we are in the process of setting up these things. So what we are already doing for organic farming is, every month we are bringing about 200 to 300 farmers from various places to just see the success. Once they see the success, then no teaching, no preaching is needed. They will go and do it themselves. Only thing is, you have to create the necessary infrastructure, especially if you go into perishable produce like fruits. There must be infrastructure of cold storage, value addition and various other things need to happen. So we want to set up a module, let's say 50-kilometer stretch, with all this and show them, see how it succeeds. Once the local farmers are earning 3 to 8 times more than the other farmers, you think you can stop the other farmers? Right now Andhra Pradesh is going for 50% of its land. 50% of its agricultural land it's converting into horticulture.
So indirectly सदगुरु आप ये कह रहे हैं कि हिंदुस्तान में बहुत इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी बढ़ने वाली है, हम स्टॉक मार्केट और बिजनेस चैनल हैं।
No, I'll tell you one thing. Stock market is not economic activity. Stock market is